Welcome back to Escape from Mars. We're here at the enemy airbase and we almost cleared it. We just have to do this bit. Now I am curious if we can cut power by breaking that connection with the bridge. I keep calling for the glass trap. So in order to do so, yeah, we have to destroy that bridge bit. No, let's not try that. Let's do it the old-fashioned way, where we just shoot them up. Now, these are the kind of turrets that will kill you in one shot. We discovered that last time. So we won't try anything smart, where we go crouch and try to outsmart them. We will easily use our tank called Roach. Can we ditch some stuff here? Oh, that's fine. So let's see if we can creep this around. Alright, so the turrets are around here. Can we control them actually? Yeah, right? Yeah. Alright. So... out of ammo. That's a great start. Is that because it's off? Could probably check that. How come that this is the only one that's out of ammo? What a great start. Right, so we will creep around the building and see if we can target the turret before it targets us. That's one. I'm expecting one underneath the building, perhaps. Right. And then the last one should be on the left. It's trying to aim for us, but it cannot because then it clips with the building. Alright. So that was a very cheesy way to disarm this base. Not proud of that, but was quite nice. So then the big question is, what will we do with all of our new loot? The base is ours, and it has 2 large containers with a lot of loot. This includes a lot of motors, which is perfect for building Atmos thrusters. And that happens to be a great way to get all of our loot home. In other words, we should probably focus on getting some cargo Atmos ship. I was briefly considering to make a large grid Atmos fighter, but in my experience, those are very expensive, or when built cheaply, they do not last long in battle. Now, since the loot includes around 100 medical components, we will also briefly weld up this med bay. Might come in handy. There we go. So we need a lot of steel plates. And part of me thinks it would be easier to get like a bit of an automated grinder setup. Should we do that? Could be a lot of fun. Alright, so we quickly drove Roach home and got our small grid Atmos with a grinder attached to it. For our brilliant idea to do some automated grinding. But then our dreams were shattered. We didn't get a single steel plate from that. Alright, so it doesn't work at all. No. Alright, oh, that's a very bummer. Alright, so that's how the mod works. So then I guess we went back and forth for nothing. Nice. Anyway, time to start building. I think this will be our starting point. It's gonna be the cargo capacity, and then we want thrusters. Which I think will go, yeah, one loader, so we should probably get rid of this already. And then we have two main Atmos thrusters pointing downwards, so that's for the lift. And then we have two pointing forwards, so that's the reverse. So we got two directions already, a few more to go. Right, so right around here we want to make some batteries. Quite important in the whole ship design. You can go. You can also go for the warfare battery, I guess. I think that looks a bit nicer when it's already, when we already know it's gonna stick out. Let's see if we can get that warning going. Like the high voltage warning, I mean. Right, so 1, 2. That's gonna go there. And then underneath we will need to make some kind of thruster as well. Not sure how to get there yet. I think we'll attach it right underneath the cargo container over there. How to get there though? Right. Nice. So it's gonna stick right over there. So then we already have 3 directions. And we just need the side movements. I think this will be the important bit. So if you can build this, then we're in business. So let's see if we can do that. Very cool. Alright, so what we'll build here is a gyroscope. Very important. Very expensive as well. So I guess we won't build that now. So on top of this we will add our, how many were we? 4th dimension? Direction of flight, I mean, not dimension. That's something else completely. Right, we want a bit of a beam going, like so. Can we do the last bit? No. Like so. How will we get there? And then to finish the tail bit, we will already add some decoration. Not really recommended halfway your building process, but we'll do it anyway. Nice, so then we can start a little bit with the armor shaping. Not too much. So then here we want a window. It's gonna complete the cockpit, which needs girders, right? Probably just needs a full block actually. Why? Ah, because it's two different grids, right? Maybe. Yeah. All right. So let's set up some hotkeys and then get this thing out of here. Because the batteries are charged, and I think it might be easier to build if it's on the ground. Perhaps. Alright, can we set up already this incomplete shape? This is a bit tricky. I guess you can see the shape. It looks like a fish bone. So if we switch on all of the thrusters, check if they're working. Right, we have the gyroscope. This should be on auto. And then we have to pray to the gods that this will actually work. Right, and the connector strength is still a bit high, so because we set that to be high. Alright, and we probably want materials for mech plate because we don't have any. Alright, let's try again. Look at it. Gyro strength is a bit much. Let's turn that down for now. Gyro, before we smash into things with our tail. We're not used to having a tail, so we have to watch out a bit. Alright, so batteries, they should be quite well charged now. Yeah, they are. Nice. Nice, I think we will place one of these here as well. It's a little bit cheaty, but I think we can do it. And then trick was, I think, that we will do something like this as well. So it's like a semi-realistic. Can still get air, I guess. This is why we need a bit more space. And I guess we still need a bit more space. That's it. These require a lot of motors. This is how far we got at constructing our new Atmos ship. So I guess it's like a Atmos cargo ship. Don't think we have enough components to fix up these big rotors. I'm impressed by the amount of lift that you need in order to get something going on Mars. And I of course test a little bit in creative because we don't have the luxury of doing a lot of testing in this scenario. But yeah, we really do need a lot of lift in order to get some cargo moving. So I ground down some more plate, so we should have the components to get a bit more building done. So this won't have many weapons, but I thought it would be fun to at least have some kind of offense. So that's where the round block comes from. So 2 relatively weak turrets. And I think that's most of what we can get from this place, to be honest. We don't have the lights yet. I'm not really sure about the lights. Like one option is to put like a light panel over here and give that some color. I think it could work. It's not very pretty, but it could work. And other option is to maybe use something more creative. But yeah, if you have some ideas, then let me know. Alright, so now I think we need to lift it up a bit. Then we finish the plating underneath, and then we're good to go. Not sure if we will make it with only 60 plates. Let's see if we can improve that a little bit. So that's most of it done. Nice. So then it's time to do a bit of testing. See if this flies as nicely as we hoped it would. 1 hour of battery, that's not a lot, is it? That's with the batteries almost fully charged, so that's, well, I guess it's an hour in-game time, so it's not too bad, but it's not a lot. So we still have to do the painting, but we won't do it here. It does work nicely, I must say. So gyro is nicely balanced. It steers a bit like a bus, but that's to be expected. I think the double thrusters left and right, even though they're just a flat small Atmos, I think they are working. So quite happy with our current design. Should just find a way to get into the cockpit. Can we stick a ladder somewhere? Maybe here. Would that work? Or there? Could also work. Now the reason why we flew here is because there's still a lot of rotors at this place, in the form of thrusters. So I think this one is relatively empty. Yeah, this is just a bunch of steel. Sorry that we have to take down this museum, but I think we need it.
Inventory full.
Probably should clear my inventory, otherwise it's a bit of a waste. Alright, so we do have some steel, I think. Yep, steel plates. And it's mainly the metal grids. And we have to watch out because our oxygen is dropping fast, so... And we don't have any here. So what we probably should do is fly back, recharge our oxygen, and then come back for looting. Power is alright, at least with its current weight, which is just under 100,000 kilograms. So I guess that's a ton. Metric ton, maybe.
Tower reports convoy arrived.
You can see we're sinking a bit too much, so we really need the two large thrusters. It's not just something we made up. Right, so let's see how close we can get this. About... well, we can get rid of the scaffold, but no, actually not. Can we? Yeah, maybe we can. But regardless, we want the conveyor to reach up here somewhere. Yeah. Cool. We go back to the flight research station, get all the motors we can get, and see if we can finish this beast. The downside of this design is that if you fall hard. So we should be able to get some ammo in those. Yeah, no, that's maybe a bit much. Let's do half. So we have very basic defense going. It's not really good against anything, but it's fun to have at least something. And then the rest of the motors we will store here, I think. Alright, so we should, I guess, get this home. And We can maybe transport some components, but we have to be quite careful. So let's not do that. Let's get home and see if we can acquire some more components by raiding shipments, which I think is the nice way of doing it. Right, probably want to switch you off. Alright, let's just fly away from here. Puny little guns. At least they're working. So at this point we have our new cargo ship that is almost done, and the second most important vehicle, which is Roach. Next time we will steal some more shipments using Roach, as that is our main way of getting resources. And we will use our new ship to explore Mars a bit faster. Now I do feel a bit bad for not showing the finished new ship, so I included a sneak peek of the finished version at the end of the video. For now, thank you for joining, special thanks for those who subscribed. Every time I open my YouTube I do notice new subs, and I hope to see you next time.